Hey guys, so I'm Robert Stone. Today we're going to talk about being overweight and its potential side effects on the body, how to overcome that by utilizing the keto diet, and the potential benefits, life-altering effects it may have on your body, you and your body. Millions of people around the world are being killed by illnesses and diseases related to being overweight, not just obesity. There are many diets and meal routines that can help combat the detrimental effects of being overweight, as well as help one shed the unhealthy body fat. The ketogenic diet is currently very popular as it allows a dieter to shed body fat rather quickly. The keto diet means to primarily consume a very low amount of carbohydrates and sugar, but a very high quantity of fat and protein. Keto diet not only helps to lose weight, studies have shown the keto diet can benefit fighting diabetes, cancer, epilepsy, and Alzheimer's disease. Being a railroader, as we all are, presents us with many physical and mental challenges that can create some very serious consequences on our body. Most of us engineers and conductors work an average of 9 to 12 hours for 5, but sometimes 6 days a week. According to Dan Weichel from the LA Times and the data he gathered from the National Transportation Safety Board and the Federal Railroad Administration, he stated severe allergies, heart disease, poor vision, and sleep disorders are among the health issues that can disqualify workers for the railroad if the conditions can't be adequately controlled. Accidents have likewise been tied to a host of other maladies such as obesity, diabetes, and cardiovascular diseases. At Pacific Harbor Line, where we all work, like many other railroads, there are suggested physical fitness activities and diets. However, this information is not easily seen or published throughout the office. Many engineers and conductors are exhausted at the end of the shift, so we go home, eat, and go to bed. Some people also have a tendency to get some form of fast food before or after the shift that very rarely supplies the body with necessary nutrients. Most fast food outlets are meant for convenience as well as quantity instead of quality. Every railroader has different or varying schedules, and a steady diet can feel impossible. It can be easy to come home at 4 a.m. after working 12 hours, get cleaned up, microwave a frozen meal, and go to bed. This kind of routine is almost guaranteed to cause weight gain. These unhealthy eating habits can increase body weight, in turn causing very dangerous health hazards. Some hazards associated with being overweight are diabetes, cardiovascular diseases, chronic kidney disease, and cancers. According to Julia Beluz of Vox, she stated the researchers estimated that a high body weight contributed to 4 million deaths globally in 2015. She also goes on to explain that this number is more than traffic accidents, Alzheimer's, terrorism, and many other very deadly issues combined. Not only is being overweight unhealthy and potentially detrimental to your life, it can cause many issues associated with daily tasks of working on the railroad. Many locomotives share the same size doorways and walkways, which are very narrow at about 20 to 24 inches, give or take. The physical size of someone who is overweight can prove it impossible to get in or out of our locomotives safely, as well as having to ride the side of various freight cars where you're required to support your own weight on grab handles. This kind of weight can be prevented and reduced by diet and exercise, as well as reverse some ill effects of carrying additional weight. As an example, back in 2011, a Burlington Northern Santa Fe train, BNSF, ran into a maintenance train in Iowa. Both crew members on this train were killed, and they were later found out that to have very serious medical conditions, including obesity, high blood pressure, depression, and diabetes. Ways to help that: the ketogenic diet. It has benefited many people that struggle with maintaining a healthy diet. I personally have been on this diet for 2 weeks. My body feels better, I feel more rested, and I've lost 12 pounds in 2 weeks. The keto diet works by cutting out carbohydrates and sugar while maximizing fat and protein intakes. Although the human body uses carbohydrates and sugar for basic energy and stamina, without consumption of those products, the body searches for an energy source. This energy source is found in stored body fat, which is cannibalized and used for energy. thus reducing body fat quickly and without very many side effects, negative side effects. Based on energy requirements and workout routines, some carbs may need to be consumed at different levels. For a large majority of engineers, conductors, and managers, exercise is minimal and the keto diet can be extremely beneficial. Contributing to the popularity of the keto diet is the ability to eat a wide array of foods. Unfortunately, fast food options are very limited and most meals must be prepared in-home and packed in a cooler for long periods when you're away from the house. Basic food that can be eaten is red meat, ham, bacon, sausage, chicken, turkey, fatty fish, eggs, butter, cheese, nuts, seeds, healthy oils like extra virgin olive oil is the best, avocados, low-carb veggies, basically any veggie that grows above ground, most veggies that grow above ground, and condiments such as basic salt and pepper. Foods that should not be eaten because of the carbohydrates or sugar are grains and starches, fruit, beans, soda, cake, ice cream, candy, root, vegetables grown underground, diet products low in fat, flavored sweet sauces, processed fats such as mayonnaise, vegetable oils, and alcohol. It's not good. Best advice when eating out on the keto diet is to order a meat-based meal and substitute carb-filled sides with more vegetables. Not only does this diet help you feel better, look better, and potentially more confident, the added health benefits are substantial. The keto diet focuses on cutting carbs to lose weight, and according to Chris Gunners of Healthline, one of the best things about eating low carb is that it leads to an automatic reduction in appetite. Studies show that people on low carb diets lose more weight faster than people on low fat diets, even when the low fat dieters are actively restricting their calorie intake. The absence of carbs causes the body to rid some excess water, lowering some insulin levels and causing the kidneys to shed excess sodium, thus leading to rapid weight loss the first couple weeks. Other than the improvements on physical appearance and overall feel after being on the keto diet, the diet focuses on a very particular damaging section of fat in the body, the abdominal cavity, where the body's major organs has fat surrounding them called visceral fat. The keto diet helps to drastically reduce the visceral fat that lodges itself around the organs. This fat surrounding the organs is linked to insulin resistance and an overall metabolic dysfunction. Low carb diets and the fat it helps the body to rid itself of greatly reduces the risk of heart disease and type 2 diabetes. Low or zero carb diets also help to lower triglycerides in the blood, which are the fat molecules, and thus reduces the risk for cardiovascular diseases. As railroad workers, we are subjected to many potentially hazardous conditions nearly every day. The constant threat on our bodies and our lives is exacerbated when we are overweight or obese. From a physical aspect, we are a larger target for the trains or obstructions that may cause physical injury, as well as being peeled off the side of a rail car or engine in case of being swiped too close to another adjacent track. On top of the constant fear of being seriously injured physically from our size, the body can become weak. You can lose a lot of sleep, minor to major aches and pains, various cardiovascular diseases, diabetes, and even some forms of cancer. As railroaders, we are aware of the dangers of coming to work, but we also are aware of the need to make money and provide for our families. It is not only our duty to move trains and freight for the railroad, our job is also to keep our bodies healthy enough that we can do those such things. The keto diet is a research-confirmed diet, research-proven diet that can dramatically reduce the chance for many various health illnesses while still being flexible enough to withstand the demands of our very congested schedules. You should try it.